Welcome into this week's Coyote Net Report. I'm here with Coach Leanne Williamson. And Coach, it's been a couple weeks since we last spoke, and yet the Coyotes kept on winning. Haven't missed a beat, moving the winning streak to 22 straight. A road win over Omaha, followed by home wins over Denver, South Dakota State, and North Dakota State. Overall, if you could summarize the 2 weeks, getting a tough road win and then completing an unbeaten regular season inside the Sanford Coyote Sports Center.
Yeah, I mean, I think going back 2 weeks from today, that Omaha match was really important for us. And we knew that whole weekend was going to be really tough, but we continued to stay true to our motto of taking it 1-0, and we really focused on that Omaha match solely. And not an easy place to play. I mean, Omaha's crowd can get involved. They've got a pretty good student section that shows up, so we knew it was going to be a tough environment to play in. And dropping that first set, obviously, can be even tougher when you're on the road. So for us to come back and find ways to win in that second set, and then allow us to really kind of get better as the match went on, and then really take control in that fourth set, I think was really important for our team. Coming back home against Denver, I mean, anytime we play Denver, we know it's going to be a tough match. And again, our fans were absolutely there. I mean, they were behind us. They were a big part of that win. So for us to take away that win as well, I felt like we felt like we were in a really good spot at that point in time. And not that we didn't feel like we were in a good spot before that, but it really just extended the game lead. And when you look at the overall standings, so, and then going into South Dakota State and North Dakota State, two matches that, SDSU, anything can always happen, being a rivalry game. So again, great crowd there, great environment to play in. And then North Dakota State is one of the teams that took us to 5 this year early on in the season. So again, proved to be a tough opponent, and actually really we didn't play necessarily our best in a couple of the sets, but we still found ways to pull out the win and still get a sweep in that situation. So really, I mean, 2 tough weeks, but to win 2 of them in 4 and 2 of them in 3, I think it bodes well for our team going forward. And then obviously, finishing unbeaten in the Sanford Coyote Sports Center, is pretty incredible. We knew that we could have a pretty special season, but anytime you can take care of business on your home floor, one, it makes it more fun to continue to come out, but 2, I just think it just goes to show how special that this environment and the atmosphere can be on our home court.
And if you can put into words the process of getting to the verge of winning the Summer League regular season title and then obviously accomplishing the feat.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people wanted to talk about that pretty early on, and I was always pretty hesitant to answer some of those questions as fully as I think other people might. And again, we just have really tried to stay true to that motto, and I think the team did a good job of it. I think the coaches did a good job of it, and we all knew where we were. We knew what was at stake when we were playing in those matches, and I think the team just handled that really, really well. I mean, sometimes that pressure can get to people, but I thought our team continue to find ways to play Coyote volleyball like we have all year. So, it was exciting. But then when we accomplished it, beating SDSU on Tuesday and at least having a share of the title, we thought that was pretty special. And then to be able to follow it up with our win against NDSU to win it outright for the first time in history for our program is incredible. And it's something that you can't fully describe unless you're in that moment. But it just goes to, I think our players, again, felt that sense of pride, that sense of accomplishment again when that was done, and the joy that you saw on their faces, just the excitement of our fans and our parents, and that's really what makes this all worth it. And win or lose, I think we have had a lot of fun throughout the years, but obviously when you can really taste that sense of accomplishment, I think it does add a little something special.
And yet, then you add to the couple that regular season title with also being Senior Day on Friday against North Dakota State, and honor 4 seniors, all from different aspects of being in the program for different links. And you look at some of the contributions they had on Friday. I mean, even Pam, you look at Pam as one that kind of stands out as her serving in that first set to get us to kind of put you in that position to get that first set.
Yeah, I mean, I think all 4 seniors have been very important to our program throughout their careers here, whether it's been 4 years or whether it's been a season. And on Friday, to see all of them contribute in such an important way, I think was really cool. Obviously Annie and Mehana continuing to kind of be that defensive front to really lead us in that category. And then, Loesch came up with some really big kills for us, had 8 kills and hit close to 300. And then, really for Pam to come in go on, I think, two actually really big runs, one in the first set and one in the third set possibly. And I think help us to that point was very cool to see. And she just stayed steady as could be. And it was really cool for us to see all four seniors contribute on senior day. And then obviously to win the regular season title with all of that put in there was, again, just kind of a culmination of, a lot of hard work, but it was very exciting to see that happen the way it did.
And yet, there is still some more work to be done. One final regular season weekend, a road trip to Western Illinois on Friday and Purdue Fort Wayne on Sunday. What's the challenge to keep the train moving forward and end the regular season on a high note?
I mean, again, it's the same thing we've been talking about. The message is going to stay consistent. We're going to go 1-0. That's our only focus right now. Right now it's actually taking care of us. It's getting a little bit better every day, making sure that we're recovering at a high rate. And then once we get to, Western on Thursday, we'll practice, go 1-0 there, and then really work on going 1-0 on Friday. So, I mean, we're staying consistent. We're not letting this become bigger. We want to continue to just take it one day at a time, and we have more that we want to accomplish. I think that next step is to try to go undefeated in conference, and for us to do that, we've got to take care of business on Friday. So right now, that's our sole focus, and that will continue to be as the season goes on.
And the Coyotes, once again, are 25-1 overall, tying the program record for wins in a season, finishing 10-0 inside the Sanford Coyote Sports Center. And are 14-0 in summer league play as we head into Friday's match at Western Illinois and Sunday's match at Purdue Fort Wayne. You've been listening to the Coyote Net Report with Coach Leanne Williamson.